And now, from the high screening room, it's On Cinema at the Cinema with your host, Tim Heidecker.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On Cinema at the Cinema. I'm your host, Tim Heidecker. Excuse me. I got very lightheaded there for a sec.
You okay?
Yeah, I just had a sugar crash.
Ooh.
Started seeing stars. I'm joined by senior film critic for the High Network, Mr. Greg Turkington, here to talk movies.
Hey guys, it's movie time.
Yes.
And I see you're not giving up your protest there in your James Bond suit with the...
I'm happy to give it up. Let's just review the movie.
I would get that to a dry cleaner soon because it's starting
As
to
soon as
look...
we review the movie, I'll go to the nearest dry cleaner.
But congratulations on your big winnings. Everyone's
Yes.
excited for you. The Big Pop Secret Award. That's exciting.
Yeah, I've actually, since getting this certified registered letter from Pop Secret, from what I understand, they're converting one of their other prizes into cash for me. That's how this sweepstakes is working. So I
Any
could probably
idea how
use
much
some.
cash?
I'm thinking it's probably going to be around $20,000. So.
Oh, well, imagine what that is in high points.
Well, I'm not converting it into high points, but what I am going to do with it is make a movie, which is what I'm going to do with my winnings, based on probably the most well-known property, I guess, that people can purchase. I'm not going to give it away, but I've found a way that I can take probably my most beloved character and sort of turn it into a whole franchise of movies. So we're going to see how much money I get from this. But
All right. Well, I assume that will be under your agreement that we have with you to produce content for the High Network. So that's
well,
exciting.
if
to
you
find out.
want to kick in, we actually wanted to talk to you about this, Joe.
Oh,
right.
okay. Well, you know,
All right.
I've
Thank
got
you.
kind of
Can
a
you sit? Can we
royal-
get on with the
royal
show? Can
character.
royal.
If you've ever played royalty before, I'm sure you have.
All right, thank
Not
you.
for you, I have. So
Well, I think you're
that'd be
gonna
a
like the
first.
script. and
All
I'm gonna
right,
get-
I'm looking
I'm
forward
still
to it.
working on the script.
right,
but
very
I'm gonna
good.
Get you the first copy.
Royalty. Well, that's
Very good.
That's
I
enticing.
think you're gonna like it, Joe.
All right.
I do want to announce Joe Estevez is with us, the emergency acting vice president.
And Tim, I gotta tell you, I feel like a little kid here because this is a first time in a long time that my feet haven't reached the ground sitting in a chair. That's kind of interesting.
Joe, we've been spending all week getting up to speed. A very exciting development here at High that I wanted to get you to talk about is pilot season. We're calling it. It's almost like a pilot, but on the High Network.
Yeah.
We every week we're going to be launching a new pilot
Yeah.
that we're producing, and
Yeah.
we've already put out Rock House a few months ago, so
Yeah.
that's one of our pilots.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of great ideas coming. And
Yeah.
Greg, I know you're thinking about doing a pilot for Pilot season.
Yeah, I'm doing sort of a movie expertise oriented show called the Popcorn Shuffle. So it's a pretty cool idea, and it's going to be a great show. I am going to probably not be able to make as many episodes as I would have liked to have made if I get busy with this movie that I'm doing with Joe and some other folks. So, but yeah, Popcorn Shuffle. Stay tuned and watch it. It's going to be great.
There's a lot more in store there. We got Exposed, we think is going to go into production soon.
Wow.
And lots coming. What else? How is it going with the getting up to speed on the finances?
Well, yeah, you know, in some sense, we're going along, getting the word out there, and I think that's great. But in other ways, we're a little stagnated because Tony, you know, your wife has got a lot of information in her head that I need to get to, and I was wondering if you talked to her, how's she doing, and.
I mean, well, that's the question we're kind of dealing with right now because of the kind of treatment she's getting. She's walled off. She is, you know, they want no contact.
You can't talk to her?
I can't talk to her. She's had limited communication with Matt because of the the mother-son relationship there.
Yeah.
That's important. But they want nothing, you know, I can't get any messages in, and I'm not getting any messages out. That's for the next couple of months here.
So
and,
I couldn't then talk
I
to
don't
her
think
not
so.
being
That's
related
why,
or-
Joe. That's why I asked you to step up to the plate here.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
can't do this. I can't do this on my own.
Yeah, and Tim, I'm trying my best, and it's just people paying, greenbacks for highbacks. I'm finding a little hesitancy there, but I'm
Well,
working on it. I'm working on it.
I know you are. I think what's exciting about the high points, though, is it is giving us the freedom to take the next step with high network. And I'm kind of putting the
Yeah.
cart before the horse a bit. That we have not established a value of a high point.
Yeah.
We understand that, and that's definitely on the to-do list. But
Okay.
thanks to high points, I've bought a just beautiful piece of land. I'm very excited to show you guys.
I might want to film there actually because we need a couple of outdoor locations for this movie.
Well, I want to make this opportunity to announce that we broke ground officially on the High Ranch. The High Ranch
Oh.
is a big new venture. We are going to be relocating. Right now, we're in a temporary high network studio. This is not where things are going to remain.
Yeah.
There will be sound stages and backlots and everything else at the High Ranch.
You got buildings on it now, or?
I mean, right now you
No?
look at it, and it's 25 acres of
Oh,
just
pretty good.
sand, desert.
Was there any
But
water? Any sort of
we
source
have,
for water?
of course, we have a unbelievable plan in place, 10-year plan. And we're going to transform that land, and we're going to transform the whole
10
community.
years?
Yeah.
And you can, for members of the high network community,
Yeah.
you're going to be able to live, work, eat, sleep, play, you name it,
Yeah.
within the confines of the High Ranch.
Yeah.
We're going to have, obviously, the TV studios, film studios there.
Yeah.
There's going to be shared living space, so
Oh,
shared
my.
commercial living space. So
Yeah.
condos. We're going to have excited about the Wendy Kirby Performing Arts Center,
Oh,
which
my
is going to
goodness.
be
Oh my goodness.
really
yeah.
the first premier venue outside of Los Angeles for musical acts to perform at. There's the High Learning Center, which is basically a university. And it's going to be teaching all sorts of subjects.
Movie theater.
And there's the Wendy Kirby Performing Arts Center will also show movies.
Cool.
Wow.
And
This
so that's
is,
that's the beauty of the ranch is it can there's going to be a resort there, hotel
Yeah.
with the pool and everything like that, and a golf course, and we have a water park planned. The fatherhood experience, which is sort of a theme park where you can experience and learn about fatherhood and value and those values. We're going to have competitive car racing and all kinds of retail.
You're gonna
But
pay for
also-
this with high points?
The land's there. We've already dropped. So I guess it would convert to about 985, almost about 1 million high points into some foundational work.
How much is that in cash?
Well, we've been telling you this for the past week and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
establishing a value. You keep asking me how much is what and what other stuff.
Well,
It gets
Because
confusing.
if you're paying
Yeah.
us in that, we need to know what you're paying.
I don't know why you, of all people, care about how you're getting paid.
Well, now
you
that
had
I've
it,
now I have the
but
Pop
you should be
Secret money, I
grateful
don't
that
need
you're-
it as much.
You got room and board, and you got access to your VFA now. The high points you're getting, I think I'm actually overpaying you at the moment because you're refusing to give popcorn ratings. So I might withhold high points going forward until you start giving
That's
ratings.
fine.
Do you want to talk movies?
That's what I'm here for.
Last night in Soho, Edgar Wright directed this, starring Thomasin McKenzie, Anya Joy Taylor-Joy, and somebody named Matt Smith. Reminds me of my son, Matt Newman. Aspiring fashion designer finds herself able to enter the 1960s, where despite a friendly, dazzling singer, everything isn't what it seems. Almost like Austin Powers, similar. We were talking about Mike Myers the
Yeah,
other
this
week.
is more of a horror movie, though.
Oh.
Austin Powers isn't a horror movie.
What are your thoughts on Last Night in Soho?
It's kind of cool because it's definitely has moments that are scary, but then It also has this time travel thing that reminds me of the Back to the Future series, which is pretty cool. Not so much the third one, because that was more set in the Wild West, but actually none of them were really set in England, which is where this takes place. But the time travel, the aspect of the time travel is something they could have gone to England or anywhere really in Back to the Future when they had the DeLorean that had that all.
What are your thoughts on this film, though?
If you're trying to coax a rating out of me, you're not going to get it because that's being withheld until we get to the Bond movie, and then I will. At that point, I will reveal my popcorn ratings
Greg's
for all these
estimated
movies.
rating for
well,
Last
you
Night in
can't
Soho
estimate the
is
ratings.
5 bags
You
of
have no
pop.
idea. You have no idea. It could be 4.
All right, then it's 4.
No, I said
The estimated
it could
rating
be.
is 4.
No, it's not 4.
Then is it 6?
No, because the ratings don't go to 6.
Then is it 3?
3 would not be the best movie, and I already told you I love this movie.
So it's 5.
Well, no, it
Now
isn't
that's a
necessarily
fair
5.
estimate. I feel the audience is satisfied to know that it's a 5-bag
Well, you can
review
say,
from
yeah,
you.
maybe through your process of deduction, which is the first time your brain's ever
Confirm or
worked
deny.
right, you
Confirm or
figured out that
deny.
it was 5. But so what? Okay.
Confirm or
so-
deny.
So it is, but doesn't mean it gets an official 5. Because
Confirm or deny this is a 5-bag.
I can confirm that I will deny you my popcorn ratings until such
You're
time
being-
when I get to review the James Bond
You're
movie.
obfuscating something that's obvious, which is that this is a 5-bagger in your book.
It
And
might
that's
be.
why I feel confident the estimated rating is correct. And
It
why don't you
might
go
be
ahead-
correct.
It's on you to prove me wrong.
I don't have to. I can prove you wrong that it's an official rating because it's not. So
Okay.
if they try to make a movie poster and say Greg Turkington from On Cinema, At the Cinema, and Our Cinema, Ant-Man, etc., gives this 5 bags of popcorn, I'm going to say no, I didn't give it 5 bags of popcorn. You can't use that on your movie
So you
poster.
do not like this film.
No, I love the film.
Then it's how many bags?
I'm not giving you the rating until you give me the chance to review the new James Bond movie.
I'll make a deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss James Bond at another time. Now, would you give the review? Give the rating?
What is the other time?
Forget it. Let's talk about Antlers. I know you want to get into this.
Yeah.
Antlers is a
Antlers
movie
is
by
great.
Scott Cooper, starring Kerry Russell, Jesse Plemons, Graham Greene. A middle school teacher and her sheriff brother become embroiled with a student whose dark secrets lead to a terrifying and legendary encounter. That's Antlers.
And you know what? Antlers is great, but it's no Ant-Man. It's actually a movie that might get filed next to the one and only Ant-Man movie in your collection, because there aren't a lot of movies that start with A-N-T. You have actors like Antonio Banderas, where it's A-N-T, but as far as movies that start A-N-T, I think it's pretty safe that Antlers will be next to.
You refuse to give rating?
I can tell you that I love the movie, that I think it's one of the best horror movies, but it's not Ant-Man.
I'm giving it 5 bags of popcorn, and I'll do this. I'll throw in some antlers that you might have above the fireplace.
Well, I'm going to throw in some ant spray.
All right, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Joe. And we
Thank
need
you.
to talk about the evaluation. We're going to making that announcement soon.
Yeah. But I'd like to talk about that movie too.
Well, it's actually a real thing. It's not a pretend thing like High Points.
Oh well.
Because I actually have the money coming from Pop Secret.
Okay. All right.